Hello everyone, welcome finally to the first stream for 2023. I'm here together with Neko and NekoJonez and Dakovic, as you are used to. We will start a new game, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, on Xbox Series X, and we'll be playing on HDR. We managed to do this. I hope it will be okay also for you back home. And Kovic has the most experience with this game.
In terms of speedrunning?
In terms of speedrunning. I also played the game 20 years ago and finished it. Neko, I don't know about you, but I'm sure you played it.
Well, something I did is I am very bad in platforming stuff, and the crocodile boss fight has a lot of platforming. So what I actually did, and yes, I'm not ashamed to admit this, I downloaded the completed save just to skip the crocodile. So I totally finished it except that one level.
Yeah, but it's strange. The crocodile is in the beginning, no?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, for me, a lot of time, this was my preferred Indiana Jones from the two 3D ones that were back in the day, this one and Infernal Machine. Now I'm still debating. I'm waiting to finish again this one to see if it has better feeling than the Infernal Machine. We'll see. As I remember, it has much more fighting, this one.
Yeah, personally, it's comparing apples to oranges, actually.
It's Indy.
yeah, but I mean, it's like comparing Tomb Raider 1 with Tomb Raider Anniversary. Different technology and everything.
In terms of graphics, yeah, there are 5 years between the games. And yeah, one generation or maybe even two. I don't know where to put N64 to the Xbox One.
That's one, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's not on pair. It's on pair with PlayStation, so it's the next generation. But the Xbox was the most powerful on that generation. Okay, I don't know about the glitches. We had a lot of glitches to exploit in Infernal Machine, at least to talk about them and try a few of them on the playthrough.
I think this guy knows some glitches.
How it is with the glitches in this one?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay. I hope everything is fine on the stream, and let's start the game, and we'll talk more during the stream, of course. Welcome everyone. You have the chat there. We'll look from time to time to the chat.
And like usual, I have the chat on my second monitor.
Okay, a new game. This one, it's more cinematic than Indy 111 than the Infernal Machine.
Also, the speedruns work a little bit differently. Like, it's not level-based, it's chapter-based for the individual level speedruns.
Oh yeah, because the maps are so tiny.
Imagine having them actual level-based instead of chapter-based. You have, like, runs of, what is it, a minute?
Yeah, a minute for some of them.
So,
oh yeah, that's a nice Xbox feature. We get bigger movies.
Yeah.
According to the map, that stone head marks the secret entrance into the Lost City. Beyond the city lies the Temple of the Black River Goddess, and inside, the Idol of Kuruwatu. I'm close now.
Okay, this is the tutorial level, let's say.
Yeah.
How is with the secrets in this one? I think you have only any % for this game, no?
No, so this game also has treasures, but they work a little differently. Most of the levels have one treasure that you can collect, but the levels are small. So overall you get a good number of treasures, and so there's some sort of 100% of all treasures category where you have to pick them up, but they're usually not that out of the way, I think. I'll be honest, I've never bothered to pick all of them, just the occasional one.
But you know about them?
Most of them.
Okay, so it's possible that we'll miss some of them during the playthrough then.
Yeah. I'm looking at the difference between the N% and the all artifact, and it's like 20 to 25 minutes, so it's not that big of a difference in routing.
The one thing I'm interested about is how are the controls? I've played mostly the PC version. I've tried the PlayStation
Same
2
here.
version, and the bindings are quite cursed on that one.
It's great. I mean, and also I have the Elite. I'm trying for the first time Elite 2 controller for the Xbox Series 6.
Was Emperor's Doom on PS2?
Oh yes.
Yes, it was.
I totally forgot about that.
The PS2 port is pretty bad. It looks the ugliest out of them all, and the controls are weird. I think you have to jump with like triangle or something. It's stupid.
So in this game we have this mechanic with the canteen.
So jumping with freaking triangle?
Yeah, because I think you have the square and the X as basically left click and right click, so they have light and heavy attacks. I mean, it makes some sense for the combat, but I still think it's cursed.
It's just, I'm holding a PS2 controller in my hand at the moment, and just hearing to you explain it and trying to cut my thumbs, it's like, what?
Okay, blue screen says it's circle. Okay, in that case I was mistaken there. Sorry.
Yeah, but still, you need to almost use your pointer finger if you want to move both sticks as well.
On Xbox you are jumping with B. It's also strange.
Okay, so it's the same layout then.
Yeah, same layout. There is a reason why I prepared for this stream so close for a PS2 controller and an Xbox controller.
Can you rebind in any way in this game? I wonder.
Let's see.
I think
Controls.
I think you can on PC.
You have okay. We have multiple.
You only have configurations, and it's showing buttons from the original controller. So
Yeah,
who knows what you have to do on the modern one?
No, it's the same for this. It's the same.
On a modern Xbox controller, you don't have the black and white buttons.
Yeah, you don't have them.
Extra bumpers instead.
Yeah.
I will not change the configuration because I've played a bit with this configuration. So.
Yeah. I was just interested.
Okay.
I need to check Lego since it would be even funnier if I do have the Empress 2 on PS2 and now not remembering that it released on PS2.
I'll need to cut through these vines.
It's possible that you have it. You have a lot of indie games.
That would be
Indiana Jones, I mean.
Good thing I brought my whip.
I do have every version of the 3D game that shall not be talked about.
Me too now. I just received the Wii version for Staff of Kings.
I have the Wii, PS2, PSP, DS.
DS, I don't have DS. Well,
I didn't know there is a DS.
Yeah, there's DS version.
so we already finished a level.
Yeah. Something I did in times of the Infernal Machine is, here I go again, some bookkeeping. The Impossible did the whole sound chapter in 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
I see that Kovic doesn't have so many records on this one. I guess there are much more, many speedrunners for this game.
Yes,
players.
there's more speedrunners than Infernal Machine for this game. That's true. I haven't invested as much time into this game compared to Infernal Machine, so I am quite happy that I did get at least 2 records for this in 2 of the chapters.
Much more speedrunners, Kovic? The difference is 2. According to speedrun.com. Machine has 14, Tomb has 16.
That's in total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to look at the fact that here it's all one platform, whereas in the Infernal Machine you have 3 people running the N64 and 2 people running the Game Boy Color and 3 people running the PC version. So I think this Emperor's Tomb is more competitive than Infernal Machine.
Like the both of us are the leaders in the Game Boy Color version, and we were the only brothers.
One more thing, guys, if you can check the chat, because I will look on a different screen, because on the OBS I have delay, so I will look. I will not see the chat. So
yeah,
maybe,
my friend,
I
have
just wanted to let you know that
second monitor in 3 columns, like speedrun.com, a guide, and the chat. So
okay,
you're fine.
Okay.
You know what I find funny? An indie game, between quotation marks, that's very active on speedrun.com is Lego Indiana Jones 1 and 2. It gets new runs daily.
The Lego games are so popular, it's crazy. I didn't realize how big of a speedrunning community all the Lego games have. Probably most popular is Star Wars, but also I saw Harry Potter. Lego has a lot of runs. And Indiana Jones.
I wonder if they would make, when the 4th movie released, and they made Lego Indiana Jones 2, I wonder if the 5th movie releases, they are gonna make like a Lego Indiana Jones 3 something.
Maybe. I don't know if they still make Lego games, or whether it's died out. I know because it was a big thing like 10 years ago, with a bunch of Lego games.
Wasn't there a Lego Star Wars game recently?
No, they are still doing the Lego games. It's a pretty big.
Yeah, but on a way less space.
So I can use some objects to fight.
Yeah.
So it's triangle to pick up or something? I don't have no idea what the scheme is.
Triangle. So that means Y.
Yeah.
I really need to put my PS2 controller right next to here on my desk so I can translate it.
Okay.
Just when I was playing this game casual as a kid, just for the fun of it, I tried to standing on the fire, and you actually get burned and die.
Okay, I will not try to.
You can actually cook Indy in this game.
Okay, let's explore a bit. I don't know how to say it, but the controls, I'm used to Xbox controller and it's great. I mean, I'm used also with the original Xbox controller. I don't know, I need to jump or use directly, I don't remember.
When an
What's
icon in
But the whip is
up
much
there-
shorter in this game, so you probably just need to stand on the edge of the platform to reach.
Yeah. I usually jumped.
Okay, I will jump and try like this.
Yeah.
No. It's funny that I've played the game last year. I mean, half a year ago. But I
And a
already...
nice quality of life improvement in this game compared to Infernal Machine is you can climb while having items in your hands, so you don't have to put them away.
True that. So Dipper is actually saying there are 3 active speedrunners for Tomb.
That's the
I don't
secondary
think-
attack, but use the primary one, and it should work.
Okay.
I always hate sections like this when you need to shimmy to a wall. I think it doesn't add anything to a game, in my opinion.
Yeah, getting used to the controls again.
Like in most cases, like hugging a wall and then shimmying, it. Ooh, everything gameplay. Ooh, I'm shimmying to a wall.
One consequence it has for speedrunning is there are a few places where you can skip doing the wall hug with some very precise jumping, and it's always so nerve-wracking when you have to do that.
He's gonna miss the treasure. It's not easy to get.
Okay,
You know the treasures. Oh my god.
Oh,
where is
Is
it?
it in the box?
yeah. Then don't hit the ball. Yeah.
Okay, I need to go down, no?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, you should. Be careful.
If Indy was a Jedi, he could just use the Jedi powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same company, wrong universe. I'm sorry.
Darn.
How did you come to try speedrunning this one, Kovic? Because
Well, I was fed up with Infernal Machine, and I wanted to try something else. So I said, you know, let's run the other good Indiana Jones game. See how it is. It's a completely different experience because there's not that many huge skips. There's not that much out of bounds shenanigans, so you get to actually play much more of the game as quote unquote intended. And also the run is so hardcore because as you might know, there is no saving in this game. You need to play every map in one go without any quick saves or anything, and if you die, you have to start all over again from the beginning of the map. So
yeah, recently when I was cooking and doing the dishes and everything, I put on your whole All Treasures run of the Infernal Machine on the background, and the amount of times I heard quick saving sounds, I actually lost count.
I'd like to think I'm not doing that much loading, but I am saving all the time because you'd be stupid if you didn't, since it's free, and you know, just in case you want to have the most recent save as you can. But yeah, definitely. So in Infernal Machine, I mean in Emperor's Tomb, every sort of trick or just even a regular but challenging platforming section is so nerve-wracking because you know that one
Yeah.
wrong step means 1 to even 3 minutes easily lost in some of the bigger maps.
Thank God they didn't work anything like but lives or something. Imagine this game with lives.
Imagine a hardcore mode where you have to play the whole game in one go.
Yeah, I am just like no. But there is a level in this game where I saw your run of it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's like 2 fingers in the nose with looking up. You know the run I mean?
Looking up. No, I can't tell right now. What do you mean?
When I say motorcycle, well, not motorcycle. The tuk-tuk level, chase level.
Oh, that one! Yeah! That's the worst part about this game is the auto scrollers. They're so boring.
Mhm.
At least with the Hong Kong tuk-tuk, you can literally AFK the thing if you're playing on easy, which we are for the speedrun. Because the level is short enough that it's over before they kill you, as long as you kill one motorcycle. But then later in the game, I don't know if I can spoil this, but later in the game there's a plane section, like a turret section against plane.
Don't remind me.
That one is like 7 or 8 minutes, so there's no AFKing that. You need to you need to engage and kill the planes to not die.
This ought to even up the odds.
You mean the one on the trolley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact about that one. So, the level exits when Indy reaches a level change trigger. And so what you could theoretically do is you could wait until the very end and then jump from the trolley at the right time to touch the trigger like a few seconds earlier. You could do that to save a bit of time, but if you fail, you have to do 7 minutes of tower defense again. So nobody does it, but but it's possible.
So just for the record, this game takes the current hyperdike in the any percent. It takes 1 minute 39.
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour, maybe.
The coffee is starting to work. 1 hour 39 35. And now I'm gonna go to how long to beat. That website should really have like an integration with speedrun.com. Like how long to beat for casuals, 100% current world records.
1 hour, then I think will be 25 hours for us.
100 minutes for the world record ish. That's a pretty good run, I think. I mean, my run on the leaderboards is not very good. I could do much better if I gave it more attempts, but I didn't do that many full games. I just did the levels mostly. I think like 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think that's something I could do, which would put me, I think, 4th or something.
Currently, on any percent, your run is 7th.
Yeah, I know. Right now I'm almost last, but if I did a better run, because I mean, if you look at my run, there's so many mistakes. Oh, and the game crashed also during that run.
Yeah, I just saw the comment. But according to how long to beat, this game takes 11 hours. the main story, and if you do it completion is 20. Hold on, complete. Where do the additional 9 hours come? 8 to 9 hours. What?
Maybe they were really bad at finding the treasures. I don't know.
Yeah, like granted, as a kid, like you could see a hint of which level has a treasure or not when you open the notebook and flip through it after you beat a chapter or a level, and you see a little hint of a treasure, and sometimes you see some decoration, and you think like there's a treasure here, and you go through the whole level, like square foot by square foot, just in the hope you find the treasure that's not even. Blue screen? No, we are not doing an 11-hour screen.
Opium. Ah. Damn, you got hit by a wall.
Okay.
I think the combat system is a definite improvement because it's surprisingly deep. There's a lot of moves you can do.
You know what's even stranger? Just for the fun of it, I looked up also NekoJonez and the Infernal Machine. So according to How Long to Beat, that game takes about 17 hours. And if you do all the side stuff, it takes 26 hours. Imagine being so bad at finding the treasures in like Infernal Machine that you have an additional level.
I think the Infernal Machine figure they give is much more realistic than the Emperor's Doom one.
Yeah.
We didn't miss any treasures until now, no?
I didn't think there's a treasure in this level.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, yeah, there is. There is.
I'll leave the treasure hunting to Neko because I know barely any treasures.
There is, and it's a very annoying one.
Do you have the guide for this one also?
Not physically, no. But the interwebs is a wonderful place. But for some, I know where it's hidden. Here, in this level, it's in a hidden room. You need to unlock, basically, by entering a section. Which you're pausing. Well, about to pause.
I think I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
A fun fact, you can climb this ledge and you don't have to shimmy at all.
Yeah. You are
Okay.
pausing the treasure.
Cool.
Yeah, instead of continuing, yeah. Take a good look. Drop down a bit and take a good look. Go inside. I know.
Down, down? I don't see it.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe.
doorway.
Ah, okay.
I remember some reviews for this game from around when it released, and one thing that was criticized in the reviews is how large Indiana Jones's steps are. That makes it easy to fall off platforms, they said in the reviews. They complained that his steps are too large.
Imagine being able, like, putting on one of those enemies' hats when it drops off, since in this game, Indy's hat can drop off. You can pick it back up. Like Indy with a toe band or something. That would be a funny sight.
I forgot again the combination for doing a stealth kill.
Yeah, and don't forget to pick up the shotgun gun.
This ought to even up the odds.
There's no worse feeling in this game than when you drop a weapon,
True.
or rather get disarmed by an enemy, and then that enemy picks up your weapon, and then when you kill him again and reclaim it, you lose like half the ammo, or even more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I suppose we haven't explained why the platform of choice is an Xbox and not a PC.
I mean, I have a confirmation for you that is the best version after you've seen my past streams.
Yeah, so the Xbox version runs out of the box in high resolution with some nice anti-aliasing even, and at 60 FPS, whereas the PC version, which was released at the time, has a 30 FPS cap for some reason, and also doesn't natively do very high resolutions or even widescreen. I think if you want widescreen in the game, you need to hack it, and it still looks weird.
Yeah. I'm misremembering things about it. It was only a medkit in this level. Oh dear God. I'm sorry. There is only a medkit and some shotgun bullets, and that's secret.
And also, according to PC Gaming Wiki, the Xbox version has higher quality music for some reason. So that's another bonus.
Blue screen, you will always find a way to troll. I say joking with the love of friendship. There is in the 7th chapter. There is one artifact left. And now I really need to remember where it is exactly. I know where it is, but I forgot how to get it.
And now we get the classic Emperor's Tomb puzzle, aka Fetch the TNT.
Yeah. The amount I can at least 5 times or something. Say, now that we are in this section, as a kid I always wondered where that first guy enemy enters, like from on top of the building there on the 2nd floor. I always wondered if you can get there as a player. See what I mean, blue screen? The last treasure is in your hands. You always find a way to troll.
Fetch the TNT, that's about the depth of puzzles in this game, because the game is more action-oriented than Infernal Machine, which had a lot of puzzles. Relatively a lot of puzzles. This game, there's a good bit of platforming and a lot of combat. Combat is a big part of the game, and also the speedrun. It's something I haven't mentioned yet, but especially in the later levels, what you're limited in the speedrun is how quickly you can kill the enemies. So it's partially, let's say, skill, executing the best moves over and over again with the button combos, and also a good bit of RNG, which combined with the costly mistakes can make the game a bit annoying to run. You can be on a good pace, and then just a bad RNG happens, or you make one mistake, and you could lose a whole bunch of time.
But find me one game where the run doesn't involve RNG.
Half-Life?
The Game Boy Color version of Infernal Machine. Well, no, you have the placing of the scorpions, which can really key you over.
Yep.
By the way, according to my notes/guide, there should be a treasure in this level. And I know where it is, but I don't remember how to open it.
The combat in this game can be such a clown fiesta sometimes. I love it.
Yeah, it's like input clan music here. Insert Valley Hill team here.
Catch me if you can. Final blow.
Fatality.
Fatality. Indy wins.
Test your might.
I think the artifact guide is wrong.
Wow, what's he doing here? He was having a quiet moment.
We don't want to know. We actually don't want to know. For some vague reason, and I hope it not the Mandela effect or something, but I remember you can open a part of this section. The reason you can't for your hand blue screen is it's not Inspector Gadget or something like decapitate somebody.
Super Indiana Jones Odyssey.
I have some vague memories of the building you're now next to that's able to open.
Cool ammo.
Like this is able to open, right?
Remind me where we're near a level exit. There's an ammo duplication glitch that you can do that's occasionally used in the speedrun, and it's really easy to perform.
Oh, cool.
Basically, if you have a weapon and you have the magazine not completely full, and you also have some ammo in reserve, what you can do is you can start reloading your gun just before you enter the level exit, so that Indy is reloading while the level quits. And what that does is, on the next level, your magazine will be full, but all your reserve will be left intact, so you gain ammo.
Mm. My timing was perfect. Sorry for interrupting, but now that I read where the treasure is, I know where. I totally remember where it is. But hearing about such a glitch, damn. Yeah, because in this game you don't have a gun that has infinite ammo like in Machine. And I always wonder how these kinds of glitches are discovered.
Keep an eye out for the American when Beck wants his head.
The hint about the treasure, I will say,
Over here.
just when you have a fine wall to climb up, take a good look.
In a daring operation, Dr. Jones deftly restores the patient's vision.
But now the patient is knocked out. You see it there? The artifact? Behind the stones?
Oh yeah.
Actual good design. They let you have a sneak peek, but you need to find out how to get there.
Yeah, like in the mines level, you also have something similar with the golden statue, the golden idol.
Tomb Raider again.
I was talking about machine, but whatever. God, baited.
No, no.
Now that you mentioned Tomb Raider, this chapter does remind me a bit of the first couple of levels in Tomb Raider 3.
Yeah. Isn't Cellon from Legends? I think.
I mean, that's possible too, but I
Tomb
think
Raider 3 as a jungle opening, true.
yeah. Some of the textures give me a similar vibe.
Yeah, I can concur with that.
By the way, can we mention how silly the animation is, where you're climbing a vine and then you reach the top, and then Indy lets go with both arms and grabs it like that to climb up.
Yeah.
Fortune and glory, here I come.
Okay.
So Indy, Fortune and Glory, so it doesn't belong in the museum. That's a little in joke for Indiana Jones fans.
I think Fortune and Glory is a quote from one of the movies. Might be Temple of Doom.
For some reason, my feeling is saying Last Crusade.
They do use it a lot in this game.
Let's Google it. Indiana Jones.
Oh,
And guess who is right? This guy. It's indeed from Temple of Doom. The quote is from Willie. The exact quote is, "You're gonna get us killed chasing after your damn fortune and glory." Also,
Where did the darts go? Ah, there we go.
also
Back
fortune
from
and
vengeance. Sorry.
Fortune and Glory is said twice in that movie.
oh.
It's also the closing line of The Emperor's Tomb. And the Emperor, what I'm saying. It's also the closing line of the Temple of Doom. Fortune and glory. Level exit. Courage. Level exit.
Oh yes, so after you cut the vines, if you equip maybe a revolver.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you have 4 bullets there. So try running into the level exit, and just before you do, reload and see if you dupe the ammo.
I don't know which one is the reload because it's the white button on the classic Xbox.
My guess it's left bumper, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Let's
Also, we were talking about oops. We were talking
it's not
about
that one.
the Tomb Raider, and Back to the Rock also remembers Tomb Raider quite fondly.
Oh. No, it didn't do anything. Sorry.
Yeah, it didn't reload, so probably wasn't the right button.
Okay. Next time.
And this mechanic in the game, like the spikes thing, it's also used in several levels, but it's like, I'm sorry, but this padding, if you use it in one level, it's fine, but it's used in the actual tomb later in the game, and it's just why rehash puzzles?
Oh. Okay. Doesn't matter.
These spikes are generally a part of what is my biggest problem with this game, and it's the fact that there's so many elements that are just so video gamey, completely unimmersive, like these jumping spikes or
Or Indy just drinking to regain health.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It's just suspension of disbelief. But these things, where you're jumping on, or on a grid on these pre-made spikes, or later in the game you have those colored squares, color-coded squares in the catacombs. Those sorts of strange things.
Blue screen says, why can't Indy turn into mist and go past the spike? Wrong game series. But imagine Indiana Jones doing something with the supernatural. How funny or how interesting would that be? Of the crystal, let's go.
We get Chinese magic instead in this game.
Yeah. Actually, this was the first game before King of the Crystal Skull was even released that did something with magic and something supernatural.
Well, I mean,
kind of, sort of.
To be fair, it's always been part of Indiana Jones ever since the first film, because the Ark of the Covenant ends up being a MacGuffin that kills all the bad guys and solves the movie.
Yeah, it's like you ordered a Deus Ex Machina. Here it is. Just lift the lid.
There he is.
What?
Okay.
We got a bottle upgrade. That's a very rare item. Don't see a lot of that in this game.
And I'm trying to remember if you keep it in between levels. Chapters. Like, oh man, it's useful.
Yeah, this bridge is the first annoying platform section in this game. Caused much grief when I was a wee lad playing this game.
And also, I don't understand is you drop into the water. You have so much space still in the water, and you can only survive when you go into the middle of the bridge. And when you fall into one of the first two holes, it's like, oh no, game over.
Yeah, insta-death until it's scripted and it's no longer insta-death.
Yeah, it's fun getting this going. He said with a lot of sarcasm, emphasizing his sarcasm.
Now, the best part of the game, and best is in air quotes, the crocodiles.
No.
I believe I've reactivated some trauma here. So the way the speedrun deals with this is there's actually a swimming glitch where if you rub against let's say the water floor or a wall at the right angle, which is like slightly angled, you get a massive speed boost while swimming, and that way you can outrun the crocodiles.
No. I'm thinking of a lame joke about running underwater.
Meanwhile, the intended way is using these skulls as bait, which barely works anyway.
As a kid, I found it the challenge just to swim in the water with machete and go to town.
Oh yeah, swimming on the PC version sucks because you are turning Indy using your mouse, and it's way too sensitive.
Yeah, and you don't have like a sensitive option in the options menu.
Okay. No secrets?
No. You have them off this chapter.
Ah.
Well, blue screen, like we explained earlier, there is a reason why we chose the Xbox version, and that's because frame rate. That crocodile was like, I can kill my prey, but I choose not to.
Another annoying part about swimming is that the button to swim is the jump button, but when you're on the surface, the jump button also makes you go down under the surface again. So it's very easy to get stuck just going warp, warp, warp. I would heal if I were you.
You know what? I actually want to check something.
The chair!
You know what I was saying earlier about owning the PS2 version and forgetting that it was released on PS2? Disappeared completely.
He's got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Strangely, the PS2 version is very hard to emulate, even these days,
Blue
because
screen, come on. You were
Because-
saying, Jovic?
yeah, the PS2 version is very hard to emulate because the PS2 emulator, what's it called? I forget. But basically, it doesn't render the game at all using hardware rendering, and so you need to use software rendering for everything, which is still quite performance heavy even today. So when I tried, I ran at about half speed. PCSX2, there we go, that's the name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
You want to know something funny? We were talking earlier about how this game reminds us of Tomb Raider. You want to know which company also did the design of this game?
Not exactly my idea of a hot date.
Core design?
Yes.
Damn.
What?
Core design. Stupid coughing fit. Core design actually helped design this game.
But it's not on the cover.
Yeah, but the development credits goes to Slayer. What is it? Slayer Interactive or something. And it runs on their engine. They later made some Blood Rain games, I think.
I find information about it all over the place, but apparently some people from Core Design who worked on the Tomb Raider games worked also on this game.
It's possible that some of the devs went to this studio after Angel of Darkness, since that game was trash.
That game was the King of the Crystal Skull of the Tomb Raider series.
You said that this engine was used for Blood Rain games?
Yeah, I did say that.
Because I think it's another company that did... It's a mess in my head now. I mean, it's the company that did Nocturne at the end of the 90s. If you know, it's a PC exclusive. And it's kind of related to the Blood Rain series through the characters, through one of the characters.
There we go. I found a list. So the studio that made this game is called The Collective, and the engine is the Slayer engine. And so it was first used in Wrath Unleashed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Xbox, and then in this game, not Blood Rain. I got that confused. And then later the engine got used in Silent Hill Homecoming and Killer Instinct.
Whoa.
On Xbox One.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
I'm still looking up about Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb and core design because I find like it's linked on the Google info card, but You know what would be a bad drinking game? Drinking each time Indiana Jones drinks in this game.
Depends how bad you play.
Yeah. And then, like blue screen says, this would be Indiana Jones and the really terrible spikes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. I have a big canteen. No.
A worse drinking game would be watch a speedrun of this game and have a drink every time the speedrunner does a roll in the game.
Okay. Oh god. It was immediately a joke from, I think, Blue Screen in the Infernal Machine Discord. Like, roll. It's a speedrunning trick.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Classic crocodile bites you 1 millisecond before you climb out of the water.
Yeah.
Every time. Have you tried rolling in this game yet? By the way, I think it's on L trigger. Oh yeah, there we go. Spam that thing. That's the speedrun strat because it's mildly faster than running,
Oh,
and also it's
yeah,
surprisingly
that's-
viable as jump. So
Uh,
in some moments. Oh yeah, you can try the reload glitch.
so I press the reload as I going through the exit, no?
Yeah, you press it just before you enter the exit. I think that was reloading too early because he was already finished by the time
Oh,
you
okay.
entered the ending cutscene. But we'll see.
Yeah. No free ammo for me.
You drank every time you rolled, then you would be drunk all the time. That might be the point.
Cool.
I think someone just stepped on my grave.
Yeah, I'm looking about things about core design, working on this game as well. Reading very conflicting statements. I'm reading they helped in level design, but I also hear, and I'm quoting from the Tomb Raider forums now, where core design actually pitched
I'll have to find another way around.
a sequel for this game. So I don't know what anymore.
Shame this game never got a sequel. It was definitely on the cards at some point, but never happened.
Yeah.
A sequel on this engine.
The more I'm reading into it, I'm gonna post the link in chat now. Is I actually have a confirmation that this game isn't might be developed by some ex-Core employees, but Core Design wanted to make a sequel to this game. That's basically the story I'm mostly reading. Yeah, Blue, most likely the cancelled game that then got Dr. Frankenstein into the Staff of Kings.
And then somehow Staff of Kings ended up looking worse than this 2003 game.
Yeah, it's insane.
Much worse, I would say.
And Staff of Kings is even on more recent hardware. That's even a bigger shame.
Except PS2, that's the same gen, but the fact that it came out on PS2 anyway is also a massive what the fuck moment.
Yeah. It was released in 2009. It was on PS2, and then not on Xbox, but on Xbox 360.
Well, Blue Screen, if they do Staff of King next, I'll let you be on instead of me.
It depends which one, because we have 3 different versions. And if
Maybe
you take
the-
into account, sorry, if you take into account the control, you have 4 versions, because the control on the Wii it's pretty different than what you have on PS2. Sorry, Kovic.
I was gonna suggest the Wii version just for the maximum meme.
Yeah, and with a cam.
And then play the Nintendo DS version just for the go complete Nintendo.
Is the DS version? That's gonna be like whoa, what was that?
Yeah, that was
Like
like
a
I'm gonna unload for a second now.
huge black flicker. Anyway, it's a handheld. I presume that's like a spin-off 2D platformer kind of game, like a castle, like with the Castlevania.
It has been too long since I played it, and I know what I'm gonna play after the stream. Just for the meme. No, not the PSP version, the DS version.
The PSP version is very likely completely the same, I think, because that hardware could do that. But the DS version,
Not really.
No, I'm not sure. I think it's
No,
different.
no. It opens very differently.
well, yeah, but it's still gonna be like a 3D platformer because
Yeah,
the
true,
PSP
true.
could do like Prince of Persia and
Well,
Tomb Raider games.
3D 2.5, something in between, like. It
You did get Sands of Time on the
it,
PSP.
it's like Crash Bandicoot platformery. If you understand what I mean. Crash Bandicoot with side pods. And 7,000 times worse.
Keep an eye out for the American, eh? On big ones is in.
And if we want to talk that Indiana Jones games in terms of running,
On big isn't paying us enough for this, man.
Staff of Kings still has empty categories.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They have on that they have 3 any percent categories. They have any percent Wii and PS2, which is a bit unfair in my opinion. They have any percent PSP, and any percent DS is empty. And no, I'm
And you said that you are trying it after the stream.
Let's
No,
go!
I'm not.
Free world record.
Actually, should I do it as a joke?
Do it.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do in the next holidays. All Heads PSP is also empty, and All Heads DS is also empty, and they don't have an ILS section. They only have 4 runners in total for 5 runs. And you want to hear something more crazy? The game is only added to speedrun.com 5 years ago. Anyways, circling back now to the game in question.
Be very, very quiet.
I
This is
hated
the
this section.
12th level.
I hated this section and this level as a kid because I have a mild form of HDD and I can't stand stealth at all.
Okay.
You'll be happy to know that in the speedrun, this level is a complete joke
Yeah,
because you can just do a roll and roll and roll and roll in through all the paths, and they will barely hit you.
I'm gonna make it as cheesy as the joke is. They say me rolling, they hating. Well, they spitting.
I could do the. I could have the Weird Al version on permanent loop during a run.
That is wide and nerdy mistake.
Yep. They see me mowing
Statue is
my
so
front lawn.
It seems to be triggered by sounds. Maybe I can trick it into shooting at something else.
And that was actually the song how I discovered Weird Al.
Same, actually.
Okay.
I don't remember. Does this level give you a fountain at some point?
A latent level. No, I think in this section, right after the enemies. My memories of the other chapters are very vague. I think to the side there was
Yeah.
a fountain. Before the big test room to see if you learned how this game mechanic works.
Thankfully, unlike other mechanics in this game, you will not see it again, ever.
Yeah. And also give blue screen a moment to make a word pun. So, Clement, here's an idea, just for the word pun. Make the chat blue next time. So we can say, look, it's blue on the screen.
We get a blue background.
I
It's
think this
transparent.
configuration is left from when I was streaming Cyberpunk. Okay.
So, when I was younger, in this level, I always thought, like, how did the ancient people make this work without microphones? And actually, it's a fun challenge to think about. How do you pick up sounds for a trap without a microphone?
No. For the ultimate challenge. A jump.
Will Indy get barbecued? You will see it. Now. He won't, but he will get spit upon.
Whatever.
There it is, the heart of Kuruwatu.
There it is. The source of so many childhood nightmares.
Not
The big
nightmares
rock.
for me. For me, it's trauma.
Looks like somebody's been overfeeding the fish. If I don't get that monster out of the way, this is going to be a real short swim.
I think it's different on a controller. It's not that bad as it is on PC. This section.
I mean, you still get insta-killed. That's the biggest issue I have, personally.
Yeah, and the camera on the water is way too close to know vaguely where the crocodile is. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when I joined the Empress Doom Discord and talked about my hate for this crocodile, the owner, 13F, if I'm not mistaken, actually said the nickname of the crocodile. Wasn't it Bessie or something?
No idea.
Or
I
am
also had no idea about these chains.
Actually, I concur, Kovic.
Maybe they forgot to add them on PC.
Now, usually you go clockwise around this chamber, but the final lever that opens the central structure is in front of this one, so you never go here. I wonder if there's like a treasure or something.
No.
No?
The next treasure is in the library. And that's a while off.
Okay, so I didn't do something very good coming here.
Yeah, there's first a lever that opens all of these large gates in this upper part of the chamber.
Yeah. And please don't become snack food. Imagine having a speedrunning strat like you inch so closely and you just grab it out of there.
Apparently, it is possible to do a crocodile skip and glitch somehow to get the statue early, but like many interesting strats in this game, they are it's way too inconsistent to ever perform reliably. So it's like a wet dream or a task strat rather than an actual thing you do in runs.
Is there actually a task of Empress Doom?
No, there isn't.
Come on, Govich, work to do.
Yeah, it's either this or Infernal Machine when I get lip task working.
I don't know where the crocodile is.
That's a good point, actually. Where is he? There we go.
Okay.
I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna turn up the heating here.
Oh, no chair. We want the chair. It's trying to get through. Come on, chair, you can do it.
Come on, I don't have any skulls here to throw, no? Okay. No, 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 no.
I didn't see the platform in there.
I come back, and the first thing I see is no.
Good.
Nom, 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 nom.
There it is, the heart of Kuruwatu.
These cutscenes should be skippable.
The heart of Kuruwatu. This sounds so funny in Romanian.
Like somebody's been overfeeding the
Kuru
fish.
means
Get that monster out of
us.
the way. This is going to be a real short swim.
Yeah, English has some strange words that if you hear them like as a Belgian person or a Romanian or a Czech person, a Czech person, no, a Czech person and a Romanian person. What is in that?
Great camera. 10 out of 10.
Come on.
I think there's an invisible wall because okay, there isn't. That's cool. You can cut it early.
Isn't there a light English, sort of? Like with the orb there?
See, this is where you fall into after you pick up the treasure, the idol. Right now, there's nothing here.
Except traveling potential.
Okay, where is
And
that
swim
platform?
left, swim left. There's a platform.
Okay, here it is.
You can log the copy in here.
And now if you press the lever and lock him here, it makes the rest of the area safe.
Until you open the central area.
Another trauma.
Yeah. Sadly, I have HDD, so I can't do the joke of like twitching the whole way in this level.
This platforming section coming up with the cages, that's one that I would really like to see tasked. There's a potential for a lot of precision to be done here to get some really cool and quick jumps
Through that.
and limit the amount of climbing that you would do.
And this section is why I'm traumatized of this level. I always have trouble with the distance between the two chains, and the amount of times I bonked on the top of the entrance
Yeah.
here.
Now with speedrunning knowledge, it turns out that the default height is actually perfect. You never need to climb higher. It just works. And there's a little bit of auto-aiming when using these chains. Like Indy will turn a bit towards the next chain, so you don't even have to aim that precisely, which is a heaven sent when you're trying to do this quickly.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna try to beat this level and overcome my trauma when I have the time, because I have a joke speedrun to do. I will get used to play DS games on an emulator. Because I don't have a DS with a capture card, and I don't feel like pointing my webcam to the DS. No.
Will this work? It does!
Blue screen. We don't say the C word in here, because even NekoJonez had that problem during his 80% run of this game. Granted, it was on PC, but let's not have faith.
Well, to the game's credit, it hasn't happened since, and it should be even less likely now with the better wrapper that was recently posted on the Discord for this game.
Mm-hmm.
The better window patch. Now the saddest part about this game on PC is the 30 FPS cap.
Imagine it being on PC and being uncapped.
Well, actually, you can uncap it if you edit the config file, but the thing is, 30 FPS is actually optimal for the speedrun, because if you have lower FPS, then the rolls are even faster.
Yeah. And the rules also break the game a bit.
Yes, it also seems that getting the out of bounds glitches that are already kind of hard, it's basically impossible on 60.
I understand that it's even unfinishable. I read before the stream on if you uncap it on PC.
Possibly if you uncap it, but if you had it on 60 FPS cap, then I think it would be playable. Just a little bit glitchy sometimes.
It's possible that many of the versions of the Xbox classic versions that were emulated on Xbox Series 6 will remain the best version for that games in the future.
Technically, according to Blue Screen, this is the best version for speedrunning.
Apart from the 30-second loading times, sure.
We want to see what's there.
Yeah, but preferably don't
Actually, that's not a bad idea right now, since the crocodile is still closed. So if you're curious, go for it. Actually, it's still closed, isn't it?
You know what I also discovered? I discovered I still have the receipt.
No, it's not closed.
No. Yeah, it's open. Let's go, we'll find out.
I bought this copy, this PS2 version, in 2005.
That was like almost brand new, holy shit.
For $20. That ain't bad.
Only that?
It's a water fountain. I suppose it is mandatory to have one fountain in every level, even though it's quite useless in this one.
Yeah. I'm looking at the credits of the PS2 version in the manual. You will never guess. It really raised an eyebrow. Which famous company is credited here? They are famous now for shitty bang bang games. For Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb on the PS2, credited in the manual. I'm not gonna show it because it's not gonna show on camera too well. But because things like this happen. It's Activision.
Whoa. It seems that the entire industry worked on this game.
It's Activision UK, actually. They did the publishing of the PS2 port.
He's out! Run for your life. Swim for your lives.
Okay.
The level exit is where you first came from, the level entrance.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Look at the crocodile doing its thing. Oh dear lord. Now it's so close to you.
Close to your trauma.
Oh yeah, definitely. I try the chain. Go on the chain and then swing from it towards the exit to get more distance out of the water. I think you should be able to get pretty far. Oh my god, the shadow.
Glitchy.
Now I'm gonna try and take a look if I find my PC copy and go to the manual there. Maybe I find something else interesting.
You should find the EA there.
He's going away. This is the opening.
Okay.
Let's go!
It's a beautiful day for swim, is it not? I would join you, but I seem to have forgotten my bathing suit.
No problem. I can lend you mine. It's back at the hotel.
The famous American sense of humor. I never really understood it.
Look, Hans, or Klaus, or whatever your name is, I don't know what you're talking about. But whatever it is, I'm sure we can cut a deal.
Very well. Here is the deal. You will give me the idol. Now.
Okay, you've made your point. I've got what you want right here.
Kill him!
It's the line! The line is back. Everybody look at the line.
Excuse me.
The exhibit hall
Oh
is
no,
upstairs.
this cutscene.
We are not tourists, Dr. Jones. I am Marshal Kaiti Chang of the Chinese Republic. This is my assistant, Mei Ying.
So, what can I do for you?
你确定这真是 Jones 博士吗？好普通的名字。
你别将他的外表给骗了，正是落水不过干掌锅水，很少真正的。
不管用手、用脚、用团都可以，只有你能把事情办到。你有什么主意吗？
What do you know about Qin Shi Huangdi?
The first emperor of China. He built the Great Wall and established a dynastic government that lasted for centuries. His reign lasted from 255 BC to...
That information can be found in a school book, Dr. Jones. My interests concern the stories surrounding the Emperor's tomb. As you are undoubtedly aware, Emperor Qin is buried under Mount Li near the city of Xi'an.
Yes, that's about all anybody really knows for sure. According to the legends, Qin's tomb is an immense underground city filled with unimaginable riches, which took thousands of workers several years to build. After its completion, all those involved with the construction of the tomb were sealed inside. At least that's what the stories say. Due to Chinese superstition, nobody really knows for sure.
Yes. The Chinese people have always held that excavation and desecration of the tomb are one and the same. As a consequence, no one has ever been allowed to explore it. Until now.
Why are you coming to me with this? Chinese history isn't exactly my specialty.
It's your non-academic reputation that interests me. Have you ever heard of the Heart of the Dragon?
Only in Chinese folklore. It's a mythological artifact like Excalibur or the Holy Grail.
Ah, but unlike those flights of Western fancy, the Heart of the Dragon is quite real. A flawless black pearl that was buried with the Emperor. It's said that the heart possesses the power to control the will of men.
Look, I know you traveled a long way to see me, but I'm an archaeologist, not a mystic.
Then it's a good thing I came looking for an archaeologist. Superstitious folktales aside, the heart is a priceless treasure of the Chinese people, one that must never fall into the wrong hands. That is why China wants you to find it.
Okay, let's say I'm interested. It'll take months of meticulous excavation to find the entrance to Qin's crypt. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
On the contrary, Dr. Jones, you've already begun.
Hey!
What the heck is that?
It is 1/3 of the Mirror of Dreams. The mirror is the key to finding the crypt's entrance within the tomb.
You do not realize the magnitude of the events you've set in motion, Dr. Jones. Even as we speak, others are pursuing the 2 remaining pieces. If they get the mirror, nothing will stop them from entering the crypt, stealing the heart, and using its power to enslave the world.
My apologies, Professor. My assistant is cursed with a vivid imagination and an impetuous tongue.
Reminds me of my last date.
In any event, the British government has graciously allowed me to take possession of this artifact on China's behalf. We want you to recover the final 2 pieces of the mirror, enter Qin's crypt, and recover the heart of the dragon. You'll become the most famous archaeologist in history. Will you help us?
A chance to become the first man in the Emperor's tomb? When do we leave?
I've already booked you a flight to Prague. It leaves tomorrow morning.
This contains everything you need to know. Read it on the flight. Be careful, Dr. Jones. The path to the dragon's heart is more dangerous than you can imagine.
It always is, sweetheart.
Meanwhile, I discovered something unique.
Looks like the old castle isn't abandoned after all. Better keep a low profile. I can't afford any trouble on this one.
Is your internet having issues, or is it?
No, but I've tried to check something and it seems that at least on OBS is running on not that good.
Yeah, and on the stream, the Discord is frozen.
Okay.
That's probably a classic minimize issue, but Yeah, the laggy preview is not nice.
One moment.
Anyways, while things are happening, I can tell some interesting facts I found while. For the fun of it, I found my PC copy of the game, which I actually need to replace because one time I lent it to a friend, and he took care of my third disc. So I only have disc 1 and 2. That said, I opened the manual and I noticed that some credits are different between the PC and PS2 version, to the point where even the project director on the PC version, it's Douglas hair, and on the PS2 version, it's Douglas hair. It's either a typo, where they replace. Oh lord, it's a typo indeed in the PS2 manual. The D is changed into an L.
I guess for you it's not that very good on the stream. I mean on the Discord stream that you are seeing.
Yeah, it's
But
horrendous.
strangely enough on YouTube it seems that
On the
it's okay.
yeah, but we are still frozen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One moment. It was really good until I put my my hand on the mouse. Okay.
We are even frozen here in Discord. What the hell?
Yeah, it's something from Discord, it seems.
Reminds me of that one stream we did with blue screen and myself and you, Clement, like the technical difficulty stream.
Not quite. It was much worse that time, but
Yeah, and
I don't have any
saw you
idea how to
saying,
fix this without losing the stream.
yeah, it's strange.
Okay. So the problem is that on Discord, real time for Kovic and NekoJonez, we have some problems. The stream on
Let's
YouTube is
just
okay,
say
but
it's like single digit FPS.
I don't know. Let's try to end the call on Discord and start again.
Yeah.
Because it seems that it's a Discord problem.
Like you mean, maybe you should start and stop the stream in Discord.
Okay. My Discord is dying right now.
Okay, we are trying to revive.
Okay. I have no control of my PC. it's
It's fully
in
frozen or
frames.
something.
Yeah.
Ah, that's annoying.
Okay, I will try to stop the stream and start again really quick.
Yeah.
And yeah. Otherwise, I don't see how. Man. I literally can't do anything on my PC now. It's frozen.
Before you need to reboot your whole system.
No, if we go that way, maybe it's better to stop. It's good that we finish all the first chapter at least.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's funnily enough, the game has, I believe, 9 chapters, but the first 3 make up half of the game. So you've got a third of half of the game finished.
Okay, I will try this. If it doesn't work, we'll call it a day.
Okay, good for me. That's a 2-hour stream.
Yeah. One moment.
What? Normal size stream? Impossible.
Currently have control over your PC.
Yeah, because I've closed the OBS. Just to check on the stream if it's okay. So it's a memory leak or something on OBS. Other explanation I don't have. That's the only idea. Because immediately after I closed the OBS, it worked okay. It seems that the stream it's okay. Yeah, but the OBS has the same problem for us.
Yeah. Memory leaks are the worst.
Oh, that's strange. Okay.
And you haven't, but you are going to most likely share in Discord. Or is your computer already acting up with OBS?
No, it's a problem with OBS. It's at least what I'm seeing on the computer. Because on the stream it's okay. Strangely enough.
And if needed, you could just change the output resolution.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not this.
Huh? Interesting.
I mean, you can check on YouTube, everything is fine. It's only Discord and OBS for us with the problem.
It's like we started all over again in the prep time.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's better to stop it now because Otherwise, we'll lose too much time on trying to fix on the stream.
Yeah.
And we'll continue.
And maybe try to fix it behind the scenes.
Yeah. We'll continue next week then. We have our first normal stream, which is under 5 hours. Yeah.
Actually, for the fun of it, I counted up all the hours today during my break at work, and we are now at 1 day, 18 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's a lot of content.
Okay, sorry for this. We'll continue this chapter next time, and we'll do more testing before the stream. It's good that everything was fine until the end of the chapter, so we didn't miss anything from the game.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
And it's
Thank you,
purely
Neko.
a memory leak, so yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you, Kovic. And thank you everyone for being here. See you next Friday at the same hour. Bye bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.